What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Casper Chronicles. This is your boy Casper, and today we got another deck profile for you from the train god DeMarcus. What did you play today, and what place did you come in?
Okay, so I was gonna play dinos because that's just free real estate. I'm not gonna lie, but I decided to play what I love, and I decided to play trains, and I got second place. Should have got first, but I lost to Dogmatica, Zoo, Tribegate, because they buried a statue locked me, and I couldn't draw one of my like 12 outs, even after playing Desire. So it happens. But yeah.
Barrier statue lock is real. So, all right. Well, I mean, let's just go right ahead and get into the deck profile.
All right.
All right.
Let's go ahead and get started. So for my normal summons, I played 2 Night Express. I opted to go with 2 because a lot of times with Zeus now in the format, you want to be able to get your normal summons off without having to activate effects and stuff. So just having access to him is just amazing because even though he's searchable, Pot of Desires is a thing, and you don't want to banish the 1 copy you do play.
Right.
All right, I played 2 Pegasus, cut it down from 3. Again, I don't want to activate as many effects because I want to be able to play through negates and not get 1 negate and then my turn is done. So that's why I opted to play just 2 of those. All right, purely going second, I'm playing 2 Scrap Recyclers. I opted not to play the 3 because it is a go second, and I don't care about actually, having an opening play, because that is a great opening play, amazing opening play, gives me negates. And of course, with the Scrap Engine, you got to play the 1 pseudo brick. It's not an actual brick, and that's the Golem. So the reason why I say it's not an actual brick is because if you draw the Golem with Urgent Schedule, then it's just amazing as far as extender wise, because you just tribute the Recycler, bring it back, and now you have free resources and make Appaloosa with 4. It's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
All right. You got to play 3 of. I decided to play 3 of. A lot of other players don't, but I'll definitely explain that more. The new staple as far as the train deck, for the simple fact of it's recursion from the graveyard, the hand traps, the gammas with the actual brick of the deck. So technically I got a brick and a pseudo brick, but yeah, drawing him against the virtual world game 1 Vice this is the reason why I actually lost, because I didn't have any other way to out his 1 VFD game 1, but I could out 2 game 3. It was ridiculous. Of course, Ash hurts if you because resolving urgent schedule is a must. So I decided to play this just so I can resolve the urgent schedule as much as possible.
So on the subject of Ash, I noticed you didn't play it. Like, is there just a reason why you just wanted consistency over?
Definitely consistency. Yeah. Ash is probably the best hand trap, but Gamma is like arguably better in this format, especially with like calamities and stuff. And Ash really doesn't hit enough. Okay. It's like Ash is a 1-for-1 unless you're hitting something like urgent schedule, like which a lot of people are not playing because nobody's playing trains like that. Okay. So unless you're ashing something that specials like multiple things at the same time, it's not as good as it could be. So I opted not to play it.
Okay, gotcha.
Just in case I didn't draw either one of those, I have the 3 tactics to actually back up, saying, hey, I got hand trapped. Let me look at your hand. Go ahead and stop your next play if I don't have a next line of play, or just draw some more cards to continue my line of play. And that basically depends on if I normal summon or not. If I have not normal summon, I'm drawing 2. Go ahead and try to get to urgent or something. All right, triple droplets MVP. I mean, it's just ridiculously amazing. I wish I could play more, but I'm not gonna play Forbidden Chalice, even though it actually is pretty good, this format. I'm not gonna play it. All right, the 3 Desires just helps me get into my engine pieces and just pieces I need to go, whether it's a normal summon or if it's the actual combo piece. So the Monster Reborn, self-explanatory. The Feather Duster, and the Lightnings, because it is a pre-go second deck. 90, it's like 75-25 go second. So I'm more than likely to draw a go second hand, and this is part of it. So I like to have plenty of board breaking cards. One of the best cards in the deck, Terraforming, because it gets the best card, the best field spell, rather than switch yard. I only play 2. Because Terraforming is that third field spell, and going second, you don't want to see that many in your opening hand.
I got you.
All right. The best card in the deck, Urgent Schedule. Every time I resolve this card, I just won that game, flat out. Like, there's not much your opponent can do. If this card resolves, I got full scrap combo, which is going to end me on either access code or Appaloosa with 3. So it's ridiculously good. I should be able to clear the entire board just with this card.
Nice.
And last but not least, the Infinite Impermanence, my last hand trap. So, like I said, I definitely played the Impermanence over the Chalice because it's just better because you can actually activate it on your opponent's turn to stop that one case where if I'd had this in the one match I lost, my opening hand, I could have just stopped his entire play. Just hit the barrier, stop the barrier from coming out, and I would have just flat out beat him. But since I couldn't stop it from coming out, I couldn't negate it after the fact. So it's ridiculous because he had it pointing to this MRYG, so I couldn't get to that out, unfortunately.
Okay. And how many in the main? 40?
40 in the main.
40 in the main. Okay. You want to do extra deck next?
Absolutely. So I can start with the extra deck. Of course, you got a Nibiru token because Scrap combo will probably get you a Nibiru, but you got the Pegasus to back that up. You should be good.
Yeah.
All right. So since I play the Gammas, I play the Omega just for the simple fact of you can actually make it, as well as if your opponent's playing the Maximus, so that is a thing as well. All right, next up is going to be Link Spider. So I opted to play Link Spider over the Link Karibo, just so I can get rid of tokens, including the Nibiru tokens. So that allows me to have fodder for my actual droplets and stuff like that. So that way I can just clear the token and have fodder. I actually use this to actually do a lot of damage in one of my games. They Nibiru'd me and I brought back the Citadel on the new chain link. So I had Nibiru token and Citadel. I tributed out the Citadel. I tributed out the Nibiru token, made the Link Spider, and Link Spider attacked over there Nibiru in defense because they weren't dropping in attack mode because I was going second. Of course, since I played the scrap package, got to play the Wyvern, and I resolve his effect. That's a free pop off top, and then Citadel's coming back, so I'm normally going to chain block them. Chain link 1, chain 2, Citadel. So Citadel comes out, I pop a card, and now I have my Regret Key live as well too. So that's really good. All right. So for this part, I actually played both Lambert Cerberus and Phoenix because when I do the scrap combo, I actually can put either one underneath and get the free draw. But not just that. Normally I just go straight into Appaloosa, but if they have more monsters or more back row, I can utilize these to clear more cards as well.
Cerberus becoming more of a thing now since we ain't locked into the extra monster zone.
Absolutely.
So I do like that.
And of course, I usually end off the combo with one of these two. Usually it's going to be Appaloosa, so I can stop the Birus or anything like that, because once you get to the Golem, you're in the Biru range. So they're going to let you pop and you have Golem out. So normally they should in your Biru before you activate Golem effect. If they don't, then that's fine, because you still get a free dump at that point. So definitely those to help finish clearing off the rest of that board. The best link monster in my deck, the double-headed Angle Knuckle. If I make him first turn instead of Dora, I'm getting so much free resources on my opponent's turn that it's just insurmountable. So he's honestly the best thing that I could do as far as going first when they make me go first, especially if I know they're playing and I know they can't OTK through all those monsters. I'm gonna make him. Yeah. If they're playing like a big OTK deck, I'll just make Dora. Speaking of Dora, I played 2 Doras in this format because there's a lot of back row with the Eldritch deck in the format. So I played 2 in this format, and I also played the 1 Sky Palace and the 1 Goose Off Max. So that's my 4 trains that I can level up into, rank up into Lib, which Lib is just amazing. Clearing boards on top of the scrap combo. So, I mean, there's not much I can attack over with Lib. And he's just MVP, just flat out. Then, of course, Zeus, for some odd reason, I can't OTK. I can just slap him on top of Lib and gets me an interruption on my opponent's turn. So it's just ridiculously good. Zeus just made this deck that much better. It's like, oh, I didn't OTK you? All right, let me just drop this Zeus out here with like 4 materials, or 3 normally if you use Lib's effect.
Zeus broken.
It really is.
All right. You got a side deck?
Absolutely. So for the side deck, go ahead and get started. So I start with the ones that I would definitely change, and that'll be the 2 Kaijus and the Mystic Mind. So in the tournament, I never actually sided these in. Everybody's playing Cyclone and stuff like that, so Mystic Mind is not as good as it could be. But I still sided because it's Mystic Mind. You can still free wins, but I never found myself needing to side it in, and I still went 4-1. So, but as far as this Kaiju, as much as I've said, as much as I like this one because it has the synergy with the deck, it's level 10. I can beta negate, tribute the other negate, and then take it with tactics and make my own rank 10. I like it for that fact, but in actuality, I should be playing the win one because having the win one could have got me out of the barrier statue lock and gave me another out as well. And after the ban list, I can definitely see the win one being more of a fact as far as the one to play.
Right.
1 red reboot. I actually never used it, but I did side it in a couple times. It's just good against the back row decks and the decks that are actually playing like the strikes and stuff like that. It also helps against the Imperm as well, but mainly strikes and stuff.
Right.
Evenly matched is amazingly good in this format since it's one of those build your board type formats, and it's like, cool, let me beta negate, evenly match. If you can't negate it, you pretty much lose your whole board. You decide to keep a monster, you can get urgent scheduled main phase 2, and then now I'm putting up my own negates, and you're probably not coming back because I'm popping the 1 monster that you left on the board. So it's ridiculously good. Cyclone to help clear those pesky back rows, especially against the virtual world and stuff like that. You clear that back row, like a lot of times they really can't come back because you banish it. So now they're losing their resource permanently until they can shuffle it back to the deck. Skill drain. Hopefully this card goes back to 2 or 3 because OCG has it at 3, and you're not outgrinding this deck if I have skill drain up. Flat out. You can be playing Eldritch, you can play whatever deck, you're not outgrinding this deck if I have skill drain up. And it actually won me a game against Dinos because they summoned, I flipped it up, it was about to go into time. I was like, whatever, do your worst. Oh, you can't? Cool. You attack, urgent schedule, you did no damage, so I'm only 1,000 less than you. And then I got big monsters, normal summon, another 3K, and then swing. There's nothing you can do about it. So This needs to go to 3. I love it.
I don't know what you playing trains, man. I beg to differ, man. If you can stay on 1.
So this going to 3 would actually help virtual world too, because they can play it as well. Because all their effects activated in hand, they can still synchro. They can still put out big monsters. So it actually help that deck as well if they lose the calamities. Yeah. It also helps Eldritch and pushes it a little more controlled format. Yeah. So it's actually pretty good, and it'll make people actually want to play back row removal. So I think it's pretty balanced.
Cool. And
last but not least, my favorite, Heat Wave. I actually never got a chance to resolve it, but in previous tournaments, and it's so amazing. Just saying, hey, you can't play for this turn, and they decide to set a monster, and they're gonna catch urgent schedule and just flat out lose. So it's too good. I mean, against Eldritch, like, yeah, they can't do anything, but I'm just gonna, like, hopefully I have the Lightning Storm or Feather Duster, so I can just hit all their back row first and then leave them with just a Golden Lord or something out and proceed to just OTK them. So Heat Wave is amazing. And surprisingly, a lot of people didn't make me go first, which is fine because I didn't draw it anyways. Yeah. And I just still killed them. So, and it's not bad going second either or first.
All right. Well, thanks for the deck profile. Any shout outs you want to give?
Definitely shout out to myself, my channel, MRYG82. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and check my channel for more content, because I will go more in depth on the reasons why I played certain cards and what can change. I know I went over a couple, but I'll definitely go more in detail on that.
Link down in the description for his channel.
Definitely.
And I mean, don't forget about the
oh yeah, so since I did come in second, I did get a actual invite to the invitational on the 19th, I believe. So definitely look for me there. Depending on the ban list, I'm not sure what I'm gonna play yet, but I definitely have the Dogmatica, the Zoo, Dinos, and Trains. So one of those 3 is gonna make it to that format. I might even play Tri Brigade, Zoo, Dogmatica, since that's what I lost to. You know, I might pull a Kevin Durant. You know, you can't beat him, join him. So we'll definitely see. But definitely look forward to seeing you guys back.
For sure. Well, again, thanks for the deck profile, DeMarcus. I really appreciate it. Also, guys, don't forget to, we hit 50 subscribers. We're going to give away that little mouse pad playmat. We hit 100 subscribers, so we're going to give away the mat and the binders and stuff. So definitely hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. And as always, until next time, it's your move.